Hi, babe. Welcome back.
I'm not learning from my mistakes, am I? My battery was.
I'm just saying the vibes were too high, babe.
Huh?
The vibes were too high.
I'm glad you're still on here. All right, let's continue. Let's finish this up. All right. Okay, this is doing. Can you see this? There we go. Okay. It's all perfect, right? So it was supposed to happen, and that's it, right? It's already done. It's already, everything's already perfect. Is now in, let's say in this case, it's like, it's perfect. It's exactly the way it was supposed to happen. In anything that comes up, it's like, that's perfect. And that's such a, I love that saying that. It's like, whenever something up, you come like, oh no, it's perfect. As it is, it's perfect. You don't even have to find, sometimes it's like we go to this, oh no, this is good, right? Like, and we try and like find reasons why something is good or bad, or we try and make it better than we think, because we're like, oh no, like this happened and I'm so upset about it. And then you go into, then we try and like fight our mind, and it's like, oh, why is this so good? But if you just go, no, this is perfect, every single moment that's happening is perfect and exactly as it's supposed to be, because I'm already there. There's nothing I have to do or achieve or do more of, because everything is happening for a reason and everything's perfect as it is. And then you start living as much as you can. Feel rich now, it's already done. Whatever you believe in is true. We've spoken about this as well. So if you feel, this is cool now at the end, you just feel like it's going to be easy and it's going to be fun. And if you ask for something, if you're like, I want to have like $100,000 in my bank account, and it's already done, and I want it to be easy, and I want it to be in perfect alignment with my values, and I want it to be in harmony and good for everyone around me and beneficial for everyone around me. Right? And it's going to be easy, it's going to be simple, it's going to be fun. So tips, tricks, and tools. Just some little small things that you can start doing, using. So the mantra, I am prosperity. There's a whole book on it. It's called You Too Can Be Prosperous. And it's really cool. I'm listening to it as an audiobook. I'm almost through. And it's about the statement of I am prosperity. So you are already prosperity right now. Prosperity, well-being, rich, abundant, opulent, love, right? And you just start to say that to yourself, and you start to acknowledge it when you see it. And in moments when you, like the fact that we can go in a supermarket and with $10, like how many different things can you buy in a supermarket? Almost everything. So how amazing is that? That's prosperity, that's abundance, right? So give more to receive more. Who did I give that challenge last week? Sophie, was that you? Where I said give money to something or someone? No, who was it? Can't remember. I told someone to give money. So when you give, and not coming from a way of, I don't have money. All right, I'm going to give someone money, so then I'm going to get money back, right? The intention behind that would be, I'm giving to get something back. So basically you're coming from a place of lack, of not having enough. That's why you're giving something. But coming from a place of genuinely wanting to give without wanting to have anything back. Because it's the energy, energetically you're saying, I've got more than enough. I've got so much that I can give to you. The energy is, I've got more than enough, so I can give. That's the energy. If you give something to someone, that's what you want to do it in. You don't need it, but you can just give it. And then tip the bill. So that's a fun game that you can do. You go to a restaurant and have dinner or just a coffee even, or cafe, and you just tip the bill. It's so much fun. And the people, like, you will just do it. Like, I actually encourage all of you to just try it out, give it a try. it's just so good to even just see people's faces and they're just like, thank you. Like a guy wants to me, he was like, why? And I was like, just because I want to. He's like, okay, thank you. And then he was like smiling and I'm like, that's cool. Just like the feeling of doing that and being like, oh, I'm just going to tip the bill. Like that's the energy of, oh, I've got more than enough. So why don't just do that? Why don't just give to that person? Why don't just tip the bill? Then the mantra of for every dollar I spend, I get $10 back. So what, I don't know if Anna's on the call. I know she can't talk if she is. I know what Anna is doing. I spoke with her last week and like with her and her partner, Drew. And they're just like, we don't even know what's happening. Like we feel like we've never spent so much money in our entire life than since the last 6 months. And also we've never saved as much money. And then she's like, oh, what I do is I go to, like, if I pay someone in the supermarket, like she would like think, oh my God, I'm giving that person, like I'm supporting their family, like all these positive emotions. She's like, I'm supporting the family, they can get some food now. I'm supporting this, that, right? Like switching from, oh, I'm paying for something, oh no, that hurts, to, oh my God, I get to support someone. Oh my God, I get to send some love. So that's like, you see money as love. Where do you want to spread your love? What do you love to support? And then carry cash in your wallet. So like $100 bill or like $250 bills or more. And you can literally go around this, like you go to the shops and you have cash in your wallet, like as much as you want, $500, whatever. And you just go around and you're like, literally in your imagination, you buy things. So you go like, oh, I can buy this, I can buy this, I can buy this. You never actually spend the money, but you just go around and you see how many things that you love you could buy with that money that you have. Not from a place of, oh, if I buy this, then I can't buy this anymore. You go to, oh, I could buy this right now. That's awesome. I could buy this right now. That's amazing. Oh, look, I can also buy this. Right? So like you're playing a game with yourself because your imagination doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's not real. If you start spending money in your imagination, you're spending it in real life. So imagine imagine spending $1,000 in your imagination. Well, for yourself, you spend it in real life. Imagine spending $5,000 in your imagination while your mind thinks you've spent it in real life. Imagine spending $10,000 in your imagination while you've just done that in real life. Imagine spending $100,000 in your imagination while you've just done this. So what does your body think? Ah, she's able to spend $100 in a day. Oh, we must be really rich. Where's that going to get you? In the feeling of already having it. So what's going to happen? You're going to start attracting more. You're going to start receiving more. Because you feel rich already. Because your mind doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's imagined. That's so powerful. So then exactly, spend money in your imagination, and every time you pay for something, giving love. Okay, I think I also, now we go quickly back to this slide. There we go. I think that's where we stopped. So lack abundance again. Second one is focus on not having enough, and abundance is focus on the feeling grateful for what you already have. So literally feeling grateful for every single dollar that you have. You can go to your wallet, you can go look at your bank account and be like, oh my God, thank God I've got $50. And then you think about all the things you can buy with $50. I can buy this, so I can buy that, I can buy that. Start feeling grateful for what you already have, because if you feel like ungratefulness just means that you're not there already. It's not perfect already, it's not done already. Same with impatience. Impatience just means that you're not there already. Well, patience on just being, sitting with it and just being and existing is, oh, it's already done. I can relax. There's nothing else I have to do because I've already achieved it all. Then competition, jealousy, fear, and gossiping change to community, empowerment, support, and creation. With the story, right? I think there was a great example of what you send out is what you get back. and what you expect and what you allow into your life. So same with jealousy and gossiping and all of this. It's like what do you want to send out? What do you want to receive back? Living in a way of, because jealousy just means like, oh, I'm not there where you are. So that means I'm not there yet. Okay, going into, oh, that's amazing. Support. I love this energy. I love what you have. I'm flowing my energy to that because this is amazing. I appreciate this. I respect this. Well, that's what money loves. And then saying yes to when you want to say no, instead of saying no because it feels right to you. That's just sometimes we, people pleasers especially, we tend to say yes to things because we feel like we have to. And then sometimes it's just staying in integrity with what's good for me right now and just following what feels good to you. And sometimes it's okay to say no. That can be abundance. It doesn't always have to say yes to everyone, right? Everyone, everything. Let's skip this. And then that's it with the slides. How are you guys feeling? Do you have any questions?
I have a question that is, so is tipping not a thing in Australia? Or is that, no? Oh, oh, just wondering. I got the memo.
I think not too much, no. So yeah, they look at you pretty surprised, like a little bit sometimes, I guess. I'm not too sure actually. Maybe that's why the guy looked at me funny.
That's why the service is so bad in hospitality, because they don't like everywhere, every other country that I've been to, there's tipping, like even back home in England. So it's like the service is usually really good because you're relying on tips. But here it's like you just get paid, so that's why everyone's rude.
Because here they rely on tips. Like you don't get paid much. It's just the tips.
You're gonna make someone even happier. That's great.
Yeah.
They rely on tips. Okay, so before we leave, I want to read out something to you. Which, just coming back to, like, really what you want to take away from today is the beliefs that we looked at. That's something so powerful to do, to uncover what are the stories I'm telling to myself? What are the beliefs I have that are blocking me from staying there, from staying in the feeling of the wish fulfilled, from feeling abundant already, because that's just what it is, right? How is this, hi Sophie, how is this holding me back, and what can I release from there? What can I transform from there? What can I uncover that I haven't seen before? And then what you want to do once you've done that, you don't want to spend too much time there. You just want to stay in the feeling, in the assumption of the wish fulfilled. Okay, so this is out of the power of awareness. Neville. Find it. So, all things are possible. So live your life in a sublime spirit of confidence and determination. Disregard appearances, conditions, in fact, all evidence of your senses that deny the fulfillment of your desire. Rest in the assumption that you are already what you want to be. For in that determined assumption, you and your infinite being are merged in creative unity, and with your infinite being, all things are possible. Surrender yourself to your ideal with such awareness of its reality that you begin to live the life of the ideal and no longer your own life as it was prior to this surrender. You, by your conscious assumptions, determine the nature of the world in which you live. Ignore the present state and assume the wish fulfilled. Claim it, it will respond. The law of assumption is the means by which the fulfillment of your desires may be realized. Every moment of your life, consciously or unconsciously, you are assuming a feeling. You can no more avoid assuming a feeling than you can avoid eating and drinking. All you can do is control the nature of your assumption. So it's about the feeling of the wish fulfilled, assuming it is already done and staying in the feeling of it. All right. Thanks everyone for coming. Thanks for all the new people that were on today. It was so good to have you. Do you have any questions?
I've got one.
Yes.
Just what is it like energetically or as a frequency for asking for financial help from family, or like for me personally, I have a pride thing and it's really hard to ask, but we have moments when in life we actually do need to ask for help. What is that like as an energetic thing? Is that okay to actually do?
It's cool that you said. So if you think about it, it's again, there's a strong belief about I have to earn it. Because if you, maybe that's just the easiest way for now for you to receive the money that you want. And then being okay with that. So energetically, it's like, how are you asking in a way of, I already have it, and like, I already have the money. So then like ideas are coming up, how can I get it? And it's like, oh, maybe I just ask someone for now. So it's not a bad thing. It's just one of the different ways that the universe provides for you. And the reason why we judge it is because I know I have to earn my money. I have to work hard for it. I have to deserve it. But sometimes maybe some people, like, I don't know the exact circumstances now, but let's say if you imagine you're in that place where you have all the money available to you and you have a lot of money, and then someone comes that you love and they ask you, hey, can you borrow me some money? Yes, of course I can borrow you some money. I'd love to. That's sometimes it's like going around. Maybe you're even doing someone a favor by asking them to borrow you money, because they're going to feel like they're important and they're going to feel appreciated. Maybe it's not even them doing you a favor, maybe you're doing them a favor.
Do you think it comes down to that like lack abundance thing? Because I found, like, I've spoken to a few people about this, and I've found that like a lot of people are like, when it comes to asking for money or like borrowing money, it's like already coming from lack, because you're thinking about the fact you've got to pay it back.
Mm-hmm.
And a self-worth thing.
Yeah.
Like,
but it's like, oh, I'm going to have to, I don't have money now and I'm asking for money, and then I'm not going to have that money even later because I have to pay it. Like, you know, it's like that lack. Rather than like, oh, what a good opportunity that I have to ask for help.
Yeah. And then also that's so cool when it comes up, because you can like look at it now and be like, okay, what do I want to believe about it? What would I prefer to believe in that situation? You choose what you believe. You choose the story that you make. Because yes, you've heard stories in the past, but now you can change that story. So it's like, what would I prefer to believe in that moment? What would I prefer to believe? I prefer to believe that it's all perfect. This is divine. It's like exactly how it's supposed to be. There's a reason why I'm asking this person for money, because we're both perfectly serving each other in some way or form. And then and that's the thing, right? Then the stress is going to fall off, and then everything is just going to flow, because you can't know yet why you should be asking this person for money. You don't know what's going to come out of this yet. Let's say you want to be up here and you're here now. One of the steps is to ask that person for money. You will only know why exactly this move was necessary to get you up here once you're up here. You cannot connect the dots looking forward, just looking backwards. So that's coming back to the trust of, okay, I have this idea of asking this person, so that's exactly what must be happening right now. Does this help a bit?
Yeah.
Any other questions? I hope you've enjoyed today. So I'm going to be it's going to be probably in 2 parts or something now because my computer died. I'll be sharing this recording with you so you can go through it again with the questions and stuff in your own time and actually write it and rewrite them to the positive. And then yeah, I hope you have a beautiful week. I'll be in contact with anyone who I haven't, that came on today and just connect with you, I guess. And then otherwise, I'll see everyone who is in the Thinking Into Results on Wednesday morning. Have a good week. Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Thank
coming.
you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.